Welcome back to Winning on Taxes. And again, just want to really emphasize that if you think you're sophisticated, if you think you would never fall for a scam, think again. It's easy to look down on someone that's older that might make those decisions. But again, scammers have hit people at all ages, sophisticated people, business people, and you just have to be wary. If you're not wary or if you're overconfident, it can trip people up. And I've seen it happen to people at all socioeconomic levels and educational levels. So just be very wary. And again, pay attention. Maybe you might be wise enough or wary enough, but what about your family members? True case where a wife was caught up in the scam, husband didn't know it, wife emptied out her 401k, but because they worked jointly together, it still hit both of their income. And it was a big issue that affected the family. And he was very, very frustrated with her. So sit down, talk about this with your significant other. And you should definitely sit down and talk about this with your extended family, especially if you have elderly parents. If you're the one becoming elderly, put some kind of planning into place. And there are plenty of protections for you. A lot of people are wary of giving control of their finances to a third party. You can make it where you can revoke the trustee. You can still have control, but there's someone else checking in on massive decisions where you're taking hundreds of thousands out of retirement accounts and just spending money. So again, there's competency concerns. Talk to an estate attorney or wills and trust attorney, and they can build in those protections for you. When they come to me and it's already happened, I'm doing damage control. So as a tax attorney, I'm dealing with a mess that's left over. And this is why I tell people all the time, an ounce of preparation, is much better than a pound of cure. So sit down with an estate attorney, look over the power of attorneys available and protections available in your state, and do that planning. It's really funny. When I went to law school, I had a great wills and trust professor, and I remember he told us to that you'll need to go talk to your parents. This what we're going to share with you is going to be so important that you're all going to go tell your parents and tell them they need to do this. And he said, none of your parents will listen. I went and told my parents, we need to trust. You need to have a will in place. They didn't listen. They didn't do any of it when my father passed away. It was a mess. And my mom had to figure things out. And again, thank goodness there was some funds available. But again, there was no planning. There was no preparation. And the kids had to step in, figure out what was going on. And my older sister took the brunt of it. This story happens time and time again. So going to get back to talking about protecting you. Doing this planning protects older relatives, or if you have friends that you can trust, you can always put a trustee in place. So these are all things to protect you and your family and protect your inheritance. It goes both ways. So it is absolutely important to be aware, educate your family, and share this information. So it's very important to know that tax agencies, IRS and state, will almost never initiate contact by any other way rather than email. Or not email, by letters. They will mail you letters. It's on official IRS letterhead. It has account numbers. It will not have your social security number. It'll be, most of it will be marked out, if not all of it. So it's very important that when you get these letters that you don't ignore them. So when you get these letters, a lot of scam letters are meant and designed to look exactly like IRS letters. And they'll have tax warrant, levy, call immediately, your accounts are about to be seized, all kinds of threatening, scary language. Most of it is just ridiculous. And again, I've actually told my clients to complain to the Attorney General on many of these because they're designed to scare people. They're using scare tactics, fear mongering to freak people out. And I think that's very unethical. But when you get these letters, They could be a scam. They could be a sales pitch. They're just trying to get you to call and get stuck in a high picture sales situation. Um, or they could be real tax letters with real issues. So if you're not sure, get good advice. And you can get bad advice even from tax preparers. So we do a free document review. If your tax preparer told you something that doesn't sound right, give us a call. We'll go over it with you at Guardian Tax Law. You can find us at guardiantaxlaw.com, and our phone number is 520-485-7371. That's a service we provide to the public for a free document review. And we'll be right back after this break.